Leader is being chosen not by inheritance, as it was under the Tsars, not by edict, as it was under the communists, but by 105 million individual Russians voting in a free election. Here's ABC's David Ensor.
For over 70 years, the Russian people have gone to these same polling booths to rubber stamp the Kremlin's choices. Not this time. Boris Yeltsin is not the Kremlin's candidate, but early indications are that he is likely to win over a field of 5 others. Faced with a real choice for the first time, even the family of Soviet President Mikhail Gorbachev was split. Raisa Gorbachev was asked if they all voted for the same man. Her daughter added that they each voted for different people. Yeltsin's main rival is Nikolai Ryzhkov, candidate of the Communist Party Old Guard. Ryzhkov hopes to deny Yeltsin the 50% he must win in order to avoid a runoff. To do that, Ryzhkov needed a big vote in the countryside. But in the village of Kolopanova, at least, many voters said Ryzhkov already had his chance when he was Mikhail Gorbachev's prime minister, and he failed. Ryzhkov was also hoping to get a boost from the military. That vote is a big question, because every Soviet soldier who was in the Russian Republic today could vote, regardless of which republic he actually lives in. Yeltsin's aides have said they fear that there may be military votes imported from other republics, which could distort the results. Yeltsin, in a way, has been campaigning for this job for years, dueling with the Kremlin, quitting the Communist Party, changing his image to a man of the people. Now he hopes to gain the power to push Gorbachev toward real reform.
This will be a new Yeltsin, a Yeltsin with the popular vote in his pocket, which would mean enormous power.
And enormous responsibility. Yeltsin has made a lot of promises. If he wins, he will have to start keeping them. David Ensor, ABC News, Moscow.
Another sign of the Times story from the Soviet Union. For the 5 million residents of Leningrad, a vote today that has divided communists and reformers whether to change their city's name. Should it continue to honor Vladimir Lenin, the founder of the Soviet state, or should it change back to St. Petersburg, the name chosen in 1703 by its founder, Peter the Great? The opinion polls, which are not yet fully up to scale in the Soviet Union, say it's too close. Little more than a day after thousands of American troops were evacuated from Clark Air Base in the Philippines, Mount Pinatubo exploded. First this morning, then again this afternoon, the volcano sent clouds of ash and smoke miles into the air in the first major eruption in 6 centuries. There are no reports of casualties or even of heavy damage. ABC's Mark Lifke is in the Philippines.
The eruptions were so powerful, they spewed a volcanic mushroom cloud 12 miles high. Rained molten rocks and ash so thick in some areas there was darkness at noon. Villagers who had refused to evacuate suddenly changed their minds.
When we heard it, just so it's like an atomic bomb, explosion, and everybody went panic.
Half of the American troops left to guard Clark Air Base, which was evacuated on Monday, also decided to move to safer ground. You can see here how close the volcano is to sprawling Clark Air Force Base. It was feared that a massive eruption could cover half this area with volcanic ash. So far, that has not happened. But the heavy cloud of ash has drifted closer to Subic Bay Naval Base, where the 15,000 people from Clark are living temporarily. Now, they are being told they should carry gauze masks or wet towels in case the air gets too thick with ash. While the volcano has not been the disaster everyone feared, scientists here warn the danger is not over yet. They say pressure inside Mount Pinatubo is still building toward an even larger blast that could be years, months, or days away. Mark Litke, ABC News, Manila.
In a moment, 2 Virginia gentlemen behaving like anything but.